Well, everybody, it's this britwigger, and guess what? It's color commentator.
I'm back, Rugged Rebel, at the commentary booth. This is my first time back in a long time at the commentary table.
But we know this is what people want. They love the duo commentary. I know Mino has been in contractuals with me to do this. I don't know how we're going to do it, but this is how we're doing this, and hopefully we can hear each other.
And yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know if the fans can hear me. If they can't hear me, perhaps it's like one of those dog whistles, that you might need to get one of those and put those in your earbud.
Well, we can always hope. We always have to find new ways. The old way was never that good. Technology wouldn't allow us, but this is a special match that was specially coordinated by Dark God, who apparently could do better with Gundhild, as Gundhild said. So Dark God has given him this. He's going to test the waters in a special 1-2 match where it's going to be 2 matches. And oh, by the way, Gundhild, that's the special guest referee. My apologies, I didn't ask for that.
So it's Dexter Loomis?
Well, that's the screen, but it's Johnny Rotten, of all people.
Oh, that's not good for. That's kind of. I don't know. Those two had a little tussle last show.
Yes, but you know how it is. It's about entertaining people. What will Gundhild get? What will Johnny Rotten give? And will Dark God give a crap? I don't know.
But you said you kind of know Dark God probably better than anybody.
I don't know if anyone does. Britwigger? Myself? I know him, and yet there's things I don't want to know.
Well, we know that there was some stuff back and forth videos this past just a few days ago between these two.
Oh yes, back and forth. Gundhild, seems to think that someone he was battling and bitching at and berating, all of a sudden he's going to join him? Dude, that's like a girl saying, you suck, you're ugly, you're fat, let's fuck. That's right, I said the F word, but it was in context.
And what did DG do to Moo? Because Moo, in that last video that we saw between them, Moo wasn't even moving. I wonder if DG did something.
Oh no, DG couldn't move the camera because Moo said, I want. I'm just guessing. That's what I was told by Moo and Dark God. They were kind of, you don't have those conversations. But Moo was like, I want to be on the camera. Like a child, Moo's a child. He's a 12-year-old child. But he was like, I want to be on camera. Do you want to wake up and pose? 99 TP. I want to be on the camera. So he's on the camera, and Dark God, he's a big bully jerk. But at the same time, everybody loves Moo.
Well, sometimes you have to move if it's an emergency.
If it's an emergency?
From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 200.
So we've been hearing about something called a mutiny happening.
Oh yes, the mutiny. That was something that was talked about here and there. I don't know what that's about. Is there a movement coming? I don't know.
And I've heard that something happened with Snippy the Clown, like going missing after the last show.
Well, yes, let's talk about that while we're waiting for Gundhild to come out on his modern-day Viking vehicle.
Now,
what did you think of that Snippy match? You
gotta be careful with these vehicles because we saw Stone Cold at the big event. He almost killed somebody by hitting the barricades with his ATV.
Well, he's hit them with a TV.
He hit them with an ATV.
He hit them with ATV.
A four-wheeler.
They have wheels on them now?
You're trying to play your little games again.
Games nothing. I don't do that. Wink. But how was that Snippy match? What was that? How did that feel to have clown stuff everywhere?
That match was crazy, and I think the clown though learned that you can put any kind of match you want, but it's not going to always work.
I guess not. Not for Snippy. The circus was leaving town.
Well, I heard that there were some clowns that were kind of upset with you.
Hey, I'm just running the show. I'm not making them do anything they don't want to do.
Well, they said they're going to be talking with Steve the Gamble about getting some money back for the damage that was done.
We don't
to
make
some
much of
their
that,
items.
so that's not happening.
Oh, whoa. He went flying. Did you see that? We had a flying Viking. And uh-oh.
I
Small
know.
package here. One. No.
Gunhild almost went
One.
down quickly.
And now a kick to the head there.
Kick to the head.
And Gunhild, he is a brutalizer. And now looks like he's got one, two. Oh, wait a minute. There was a kick out.
Gunhild is getting... Didn't they fight before?
What happens if there's a tie?
This isn't about points. This is just... Oh my goodness. He wants to see what Gunhild has. He might beat him twice. He might beat him once. He might beat him not at all. I think I got Dark God's cold. Rorf.
But there's nothing on the line here.
No. Just Dark God seeing what he has. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. One, two. No. Kick out again there. I think Gunhild, he's a former champion, and Dark God, he hasn't ever held gold.
Well, we generally don't like to hold gold in the Fed. We're administrators. Like, the top administrators. Plus, when you control a company... Oh! Dear Lord.
I think Dark DG might have some broken ribs. I don't know if he's not gonna... Johnny Rotten may have to stop this, but I don't think Johnny Rotten's that kind of person who would want to stop this.
No, he wants to see... Well, he probably... Oh.
Two... No. I think Johnny Rotten kind of strikes me as someone that enjoys the pain and chaoticness of something.
There's something rotten here. Oh, one,
two, three.
Oh, well, the first match goes to Gunny. I call him Gunny because it ticks him off, and I love ticking people off that could hurt me.
And now he's got the advantage. He's showing everybody one down, one to go, 1-0.
You know, Dark God learned anything from this? I don't know.
Will this match even be able to happen again? Because Gunhild got the victory here.
Well, he got one of them. He might not get the second one. He might. You never know.
Now, what's the second match? The same match, kind of like a...
Oh, yeah, just another match.
So this is kind of like a baseball game in a way. It's a double-header.
Okay, now they're going at it again.
So the fans here are actually getting double their money's worth.
Just on this alone.
We need to charge them a little more, because, they paid for one match, and now they're getting two.
Just with these alone.
Speaking of matches, are you going to pay Gunhild double now because he worked twice?
Well, no, because it's like a flat rate. You perform at a show, because someone might do a 60-minute match, and someone might do five 2-minute matches.
2-0 coming up.
Oh, that was close. Dark God can't have 2-0. That's not right.
Now, if Dark God is to lose again, would he have to probably admit that Gunhild's better than him?
You tell him that to his face and see what happens.
I don't think that he would be very happy with that.
No.
And speaking of things, there's a title I've been having my eye on a little bit.
What's that now?
I see the ITV title is there in the museum that we have.
Oh, I remember that title. Once held by the Greasy Corporation. I don't know, they were Greasy Faction or something. Fatback Greasy. There we go.
I think the ITV title, and there's another title I've heard a rumor about.
What's that?
There is a classic championship coming.
A classic championship?
Yes, I've heard of a classic championship.
You know, the ones that are tiny and fit around your waist like a regular belt? Because that's what they were in the classic days.
Classic. All I know about it is it's a classic championship that's basically one for like the legends.
Ah, the legends. We have those. We have Rachel Runner, Diane Diesel. We have Brittany the Duck. We have to bring her out eventually.
Whatever happened to Kevin McAllister?
His name's not Kevin McAllister. It's Kevin Hudson River.
Well, Hudson River, he needs to come back.
I guess we'll work on that. He never really expressed that much interest. Not that we really asked Diane either. She probably doesn't, but we like to have her in there because she's a powerhouse.
Speaking of power and stuff, remember there was a company called the FBRW a long time ago.
Imagination Station, yes.
And I remember a certain CR Styles that came from there. And oh no, we got a cover here. Run. No,
that was close.
Certain CR Styles came from there.
We haven't seen him in a long time.
Last I heard, his practice was kind of by appointment only.
That's the way it is these days. What with the COVID era and all.
Yeah, COVID really kind of hit a lot of people very, very hard, and those are times, like dark times, that we'd like to forget about.
Was FBR before then?
What?
I think FBR was before then.
Let's see, it was... Yes, it was, actually.
Wow. Those were the days.
Well, then it was in between that time, if you think about it. Because there was the end of it. Then there was the revival that almost, that tried to... Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so close.
That match, I cannot believe. Now...
So, it's 1-1. It's even. Dark God has something to think about, and we'll see where it all goes.
And the COVID era, I think, was kind of around the time that FBRW was ending. Because of COVID, I think it ended because there was an announcement made by the management that life kind of got crazy.
Oh, life did. But here we go. I love this. Bosty is special refereeing Jessica Scar's, Scar's lovely sister, who, not gonna lie, I've been texting her, saying, hey, how's it going? Like, just checking in on you, seeing if you're doing okay. She hasn't texted back yet, but, we gotta break them down. Then you got Rachel Runner, classic from the FBXW era.
And is this actually, I just read something, a text message that went out to all YTWF people.
What was that?
That this match coming up will be for the #1 contendership.
Of what belt?
It says of world title. It doesn't specify.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying that Jessica Scars could potentially have a shot before Mina? Or Scars, Michael, I don't know. Her brother.
But her brother isn't even qualified for that yet.
But he does have a match with the one for contendership. Oh dear. Intergender just got interesting. Get it? Interesting.
So we could actually have an intergender matchup at a show with possibly Rachel Runner and somebody. It could be a triple threat or it could be a one-on-one.
We don't know, depending on how this goes. I would love to see Rachel Runner in that title match. But if Jessica Scars ends up getting it, because she's ferocious. I'm just telling you. Rawr.
I mean, she's a little spitfire, I'll tell you that.
Well, she is a Scars, so,
Rachel Runner's not a Scar, though.
Not Rachel Runner, Jessica.
Now, I've heard something going around, and I don't know if you can specify this or not.
Yes.
But I've heard that there was possibly something going on with people trying to contact Jessica Star.
Well, I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm sure if she gets back to me in the text that I've been sending her. I mean, I haven't heard any rumors about someone contacting her a lot. I've sent her so many texts and she hasn't responded. So I don't know about these rumors about all these texts she's getting. I haven't gotten any text back from where I text her all the time.
And what was the deal with Allie? Why were you trying to say that you talked to Allie?
Allie Corruption's girlfriend?
Yes.
I didn't talk to her. That was Dark God. Don't get me into that stuff.
Well, I heard that DG might have been talking to a different Allie.
You don't mean Dark Alley?
Yes.
Oh, I think she's out of the business. I don't know if she's coming back into that.
But you gotta try to find her because she used to cut your hair.
Ah, yes. I don't remember if I got it for free either. I think I still had to pay money, even though it was an experiment. But oh, I'll tell you right now, she did this thing where she massaged my head, and I was like, oh my God, that feels so good. And I cried.
Seeing Jessica Scars here kind of makes me wonder why we don't have a queen of the YTWF.
Well, we're going to have what I invented when they had a King of the Ring and another Fed, but they had different genders in there. And they said there's no such thing as a King of the Ring, well, a king that's not male or female.
So it'd be like a monarch.
It just said on here that you raised your hand. What is that about?
That's a thing that you can raise your hand and, like, raise your hands up like you just don't care.
No, it says on your camera, Roland raised their hand. I don't know why it says that. That is bizarre.
Because I raised my hand.
I guess, but wow. But anyway, well, I'm lost now. We're talking about women, and oh, Moo's just lounging. He's squished in between me and the chair here. He better wake up because he's got a match in a couple match. I don't know, Mitch couple or something. I don't know.
That's kind of news to me. I didn't think Moo had a match this week.
Oh yes, we put it on the sly. He needed some attention. Oh, and there she is. Sweet darling of a lady, Rachel Runner. We call her that because the one thing she did years ago, she was in a big old marathon. Look at those legs; they still haven't recovered. They're still like. And
you've actually met her in real life.
Hell yeah, I worked with her. She made me. No, seriously, she made me. I worked at Burger King. I still do. She would make Rachel burgers for me. I invented the idea, but she liked the name of it. Because she would take the bun and just put stacker sauce, and that was pretty much it. And she'd say, "Can I make you a Rachel burger?" She was such a quirky, almost comical, cutie voice. It was just so adorable of her.
So she's like a vegetarian.
Maybe. I think she might be.
You said they didn't put a beef patty in there.
Well, this was a burger I invented because I just wanted to eat a bun with stacker sauce. But she made it for me, and she would offer to make them for me, and it was like nothing like having food prepared by a nice lady for you. It's a lovely feeling. Your mom makes your food, right?
What?
Your mom makes your food, right?
Sometimes.
And you like it, don't you?
Food is always good.
Your mom needs to make me some food. Anyway, back to the match.
Hey, you know what food is really? Have you ever had a Scars burger?
Tell me what that is.
That's a burger that's have like the meat is all like it's prepared by Jessica Scars. So
well, I'll eat it then. Right now she's tenderizing poor Rachel Runner. And she just
no. Oh my.
She did not agree with her stomach right there.
And has there been any animosity of the Scars family to Bosty other than
animosity? What's that about animals?
No, Bosty and the Scars family got to be there's a little bit of animosity because the Scars family did take the tag titles with help from DG, of course.
Well, they don't feel any hatred, but I'm sure Bosty might have a little something. You don't want to get those legs mad at you. I'll tell you that. They're nice-looking legs, but you don't want to get them mad at you.
And what's this anonymous message that's been going out? There's been anonymous messages about some kind of an invasion happening.
I don't know. I'm going to ignore those rumors because, they like to just rile things up.
Well, they said a war is coming to the doorstep of YTWF.
Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So, make love, not war. Uh-oh.
And it looks like we might be seeing some flying action here.
Oh, don't fall down.
Oh, my.
If she loses this match, I'll take care of her. Whoa! Oh, but that took it out of her.
That was a reverse jumping rock bottom flippity flop.
I believe that.
And
oh dear, we might have.
Now, if Rachel Runner were to become champion, how would that make your work dynamic?
Oh, I don't work with her now. She's left and went on to better things long ago. Uh-oh. One. Nope, she is still hot to trot.
So she didn't want to be the manager anymore.
Well, she wasn't a manager. She was a crew. But she wanted to go on to an education and uh-oh. Riptide!
Oh! And one.
That is not a flattering position.
That was insane.
These two are going at it. Rachel Runner never ceases to amaze.
Well, I don't know if these two were even I don't know if they were informed or if this was like something that just got handed down before the match happened. But could you imagine the elation they're going to have after this match?
Oh my God!
I mean, you look at it. It's just like history right here we are seeing.
This Rachel Runner always remembered, but never really appreciated until she came back. She had a tag match with the Scars family, and she performed. Now she's going against the sister for a contendership for the big belt potentially. And
Bosty is actually getting to watch these two go at it.
He's loving it.
He's got the best seat in the house or best view in the house.
I still don't understand why he's carrying his phone in the front of his pocket. I can see it from here. Why has he put this phone in the front of his pocket like that? It's a really big phone. It's a huge phone.
I'll tell you about probably what that is after the show.
Okay.
It's not really family friendly to be saying that. But I thought he had a baseball bat.
Wow. I heard he carries a baseball bat, but I didn't think he put it in the front of his pants.
Well, who knows?
He's enjoying this match, though. He's smiling. He must like them both.
I wonder, it's crazy. Like, I heard that you were a little jealous that you didn't get to call this. You didn't get.
I would have liked to be in there. Get someone's number. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
One.
Didn't you already have
two.
Runners? Oh, you already have.
Oh,
you
wow.
You had Runner's number, didn't you? You have that information.
Oh, that's long gone. That was in the files at work, and that file's gone.
Well,
but her brother keeps in contact with me because he always wants a reference. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is he ever... Oh, my. He just had
sadness.
So much, and oh, my. Oh, my.
But look at this.
Means, don't you?
She has contendership to title of her choice, which may very well be the one.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's going to be something.
Now, where's Caneron? Caneron, you want to come in and commentate now?
I've arrived here, and you know what? I do have to say something about everything that's gone down thus far.
Please tell us, Caneron, Canadian icon.
I'm so happy that our hometown has the trophy now, the hockey trophy.
Yes, hockey is a Canadian pastime.
Honestly, Canadians invented hockey. If it wasn't for Canadians, you would not have hockey.
Probably not. I don't watch hockey myself.
That's a registered, verifiable fact. You can ask anybody because we invented it. We had the ice.
Well, the thing is, I don't really watch hockey because I don't give a puck about it. You know what I mean?
You should. I mean, if I heard you're Canadian.
I am Canadian, but I can't. It's hard to stick with.
Many wars were waged to get hockey.
Well, hockey is I don't know if it's a rich franchise still. They get those millions and millions of dollars just for playing hockey. They get cold hard cash.
You would be really happy to watch hockey because all Canadians like to drink beer and watch hockey.
I don't know. It leaves me cold. You know what I mean? I can't watch that stuff.
But speaking of hockey, there are some people that don't understand hockey needs to be in a rink, not on a residential area near home.
I get that. Boy, did we have a problem with that, and the property value went down still.
But I heard that they were hitting houses and not caring.
Well, we took care of business. We called the city, and the city said, "You're in the penalty box." And then they just took their puck and went home.
Why? You could have also even played them maybe, because all Canadians know hockey.
Yeah, but I don't think they knew how to play properly. They tore up the net and they lost their puck. They lost their pucks. I have their pucks still.
And now you could sell those pucks for 89 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, we go. That's about all you're going to get. I'd rather keep them as trophies for my victory in getting rid of the neighborhood trash.
And I know that this Rugged might be kind of conflicted here because, I mean, this Kia and him were once part of a group together, which I guess is now in the history books.
Yep. We cannot no longer name them, but it can be named over there because it's legal.
And I heard that DG actually has a thing here that he just sent out a notice that Rugged cannot call this match controversial under any circumstances, or there will be severe penalties because he's had enough of Rugged's antics.
Well, where does Kia run his company? I heard it's in America in Ellis Island.
Well, I know that it's on hiatus right now because he's trying to get things situated, but I mean, this is just like a crazy type of scenario. I mean, we've got, Kia now has control of that LS, which is no longer part of YTWF, and that's just a weird thing to hear because we never thought that day would come.
Oh.
Nobody probably ever expected that.
Getting a message from Scars here talking about there's whispers of an invasion. He says, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I mean, I wonder what the invasion's going to entail, and are you worried at all that there could be defections?
Oh, don't talk about defections. I don't need that. I'll have to go to a doctor. I'll have to get antibiotics for that defection.
I think you're getting it mixed up with infection.
No, that's where you insert a needle into the vein. Or an IV.
No, that's an injection.
Oh, we're not allowed to talk about that word.
And I also heard some other things that are going down. Like, have you ever heard of this thing called pilates?
Pilates? Isn't that... it's pronounced Pilates. It's an exercise.
It sounds like it's like a thing you would do in an airplane.
No, that's a Mile High Club.
No, the Mile High Club, I heard that's off limits.
Well, yeah, it's 1,000 feet in the air. Of course it's off limits.
And I heard that some people like the Mile High Club, like you get special perks.
Like coffee?
Like, whoopee.
Whoopee cushions? Whoopi Goldberg?
I guess so. I think that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Oh, and he sat on it.
Oh, that's not good for Kia. Now, Corruption, whose girlfriend is there, but there's a little tension because of what Gunhill did. Didn't want her in the group at first, so it's a bit of she's not crying on Darkout's shoulder anymore. Although I hear she's happier. I hear her in the office and she's giggling. So, you know.
So Gunhill and Corruption are a team now.
They are. They might actually become an official tag team. And, oh, Scars, you better watch out. You better not cry. Corruption and Gunhill are coming to get down.
But I heard DG also has his eyes on Alex.
Oh, no. His eyes are definitely not on Allie. His hands are, but not his eyes.
Now that is a little bit crass.
I think you brought it up first. You're Canadian. You brought up something rude, as the Canadians say. They go, rude. Oh, that's Scottish.
I'm kind of wondering if some of us need to get our eyes checked, because to me, I see blue.
That's purple. That's purple.
I see a blue shirt.
Everybody's watching this on YouTube. Comment below what Corruption shirt color is, please. And you might win a prize if you get it, if you comment enough.
I think we should take the first comment and that person wins a prize.
What would the prize be?
I have an idea what the prize could be.
Oh!
Oh my! Oh!
Flying cutter, flying cutter. One,
One,
two. Oh my dear Lord.
Now I have an idea of what the prize could be.
What's that?
You think it'd be them and the other person could be going for the first blood title.
We have a first blood title?
Or a hardcore, whichever comes first.
I hear there's like 2 hardcore titles. Someone said that. I don't know where that was.
And you know what? I wonder if something were to happen, would Kia then be the #1 contender for that the BA title?
Very possibly. If he beats him,
One,
yeah, and
two.
oh,
Oh!
speak
oh my
of
goodness.
the devil, I think he just got contendership for that title.
I mean, he defeated the champion, and the match had to be called fair and square.
I think Ali was distracting corruption with
But I
weird
see
behavior.
Ali's on the outside, upset and beside himself.
I only see one Ali. How could she be beside herself?
Well, you know what I mean.
Do I?
You know exactly what I mean by what I say.
Whoa. Now, who am I going to be commentating with? Is it Caneron or Rugged?
Well, it's actually Caneron's. I'm staying here because I locked Rugged out.
Oh, poor Rugged. Well, he needs a pee break anyway.
He's not coming back in here for a while.
Well, all right then. So we have The One. We have Steve the Gamble. We have Moo. And we have Cletus the Bum. The One is the
one's
referee.
not in yeah, the one's not in this match.
No, but he's the
unlike what-
referee.
But I just heard that I see the professor and DG laughing because they did not inform this.
The
They did not
professor,
inform
that's
this.
me. You're talking about me. I'm the professor.
Well, I heard that DG said he's playing a big prank by not telling the referee that they're the referee.
Well, he didn't get a shirt, poor one.
And I mean, he said, watch this. He said everybody's going to laugh because the referee won't know that they're the referee until the very last minute. They'll think they're going for this match.
Oh, by the way, One, you're not getting to compete. You're actually referee. Sorry. But he has the big title, so he doesn't need social media gold. He has the big gold.
The big gold.
The heavyweight championship.
You're implying that there's a little gold?
Don't give me ideas.
I mean, and I think we need a Canadian title for all us Canadians.
How many do we have?
You have, you're Canadian, I'm a Canadian, he is a Canadian, AJ is a Canadian,
That's about it.
Jerry's a Canadian,
Moo's Canadian.
yes, Boo is a Canadian.
Wait,
as
who's
well.
Canadian before that?
Jerry.
Jerry is Irish.
No, he's Canadian.
He is Irish as a clover.
He told me. He told me in a dream that he was
Oh, in
Canadian.
a dream. And what else were you dreaming there, Canadian Caneron?
Well, I was dreaming of a field of a nice weed.
It is 420 in some places right now.
I think that, honestly, we have so many Canadians. I mean, half this bed is Canadian. And Michael Mina, he's a Canadian.
No, but he's indigenous. Well, I mean, he comes from a town that sounds indigenous, so yeah, he's tribal chief.
And Gunhild and Corruption, they're Canadian.
I hope not.
They told me in that same dream.
Your dreams are very... Wait a minute, I just realized. Now, what are your takes on somebody, we can't name them or we get in trouble, but a certain president wants to make us the 51st state?
I have kind of, I don't know. I think it could be something interesting to explore, or maybe they become our second state.
There's an idea. Well, a province. It'd be our 13th province.
I think that could be a compromise. Maybe both get what they want.
The United Province of America. There you go.
And what do you think of the Gulf of America?
The Gulf of America. Well, I know they like golf over there.
We should have a match there.
We could do that. We just put a label at the top and say we're there. It counts.
And I'm actually reading the headlines that say that there are rumors of another Bikini Beach bash this summer.
Of course, we have to have that, son. Ever since I started it, didn't think it would happen, but YTWE and whatever year it was, the legendary Mr. DeVito and I commentated like we are now. And I was not being very serious, because I loves me some bikinis.
I heard it was around the year 2015-ish, maybe.
That's 10 years ago. We have to look that up, folks.
And to think of all the things that have happened over those years, some good, some sad,
Some bikini.
some regrettable, some had to happen as they were.
Some one
And I
piece, some
heard-
two piece.
And I heard of a certain bird that was possibly going to show up someday.
If you mean a dove, maybe.
And I wonder too, with this match being the way it is, will Steve the Gamble turn against the cat that he loved?
Well, here's the thing. Britwigger, that's me, loves Moo. Moo's my favorite. Everyone else appreciates him in all kinds of feds. Mr. Moo is loved by other feds. Anyone that doesn't, by the way, they'll get their ass kicked by the other people that love Moo. Doc Odd appreciates Moo. We saw that. He gave Moo complete attention in that last promo he did. That in way before we filmed this. Way before. Promise. Way before. It was way before this recording. I guarantee it. Lots before. Wink. And Steve the Gamble, you know, if he sees money in Moo, I mean, you can't have money without MO, and that's most of Moo. And there is the social media champion.
And I've heard a rumor of a feline title coming.
A feline title. Does that mean
Well,
that
basically-
strap was made from cat guts or something?
Or I heard it was called, maybe it was the primate belt.
Well, we're all primates.
Well, it's like a primate belt for the animal species.
You mean mammal then? Mammal belt.
It's like a species title.
We're all species.
But we're part of like, it's an animal beastie belt.
I think we went through this one before. It was the bestiality belt or something. I don't know who wanted that. Someone wanted that long ago. I didn't know what that was about.
Well, ever since Dark God decided to screw with the timelines, things have been messed up.
It's true. Oh, well, now we have Cletus the Bum, Steve the Gamble, and Moo. This is gonna be bad.
Here's the question: if Moo were to get hurt, would he be licking his wounds after the match?
Yes, that's a natural reaction. Oh, one. Moo tried to pin Steve the Gamble. That's not gonna go
If
over
you
well.
think about it,
Now he's
have a whole ring. You have a whole ring full of Canadians. Look at all
Cletus
these
the Bum is
Canadians.
Canadian?
Look, he's supporting it, and you have the referee wearing red and white. What does red and white represent?
I guess you're right.
I
But
mean,
Cletus the Bum, is he Canadian?
he might be. He's a lumberjack, for crying out loud.
Well, that was just clothes they gave.
Well, I mean, I saw in the back when I was going through the locker room, I saw he had a coat, and on the inside of the coat, it had "Made in Canada."
That just means he bought a Canadian product. Probably a lot of tariffs on that.
Yes, and tariffs are crazy. And what are the tariffs for the ring this time?
Well, we bought this before the tariffs were an issue, so we're clean. If we need to get a new ring, we're toast.
And it looks like Boo is kind of mad here. He's got a stick. I thought that dogs played with sticks, and now he dropped.
Oh no, Mr. Moo plays with sticks, but they usually have a rubber mouse on a string on the end of it. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Mr. Moo is a vicious one.
It's kind of weird. Did you know, fun cat fact, the cats actually view humans as stupid, bald cats. That's why they bring us dead mice.
That I can believe.
They feel we aren't smart enough to feed ourselves, so they must provide for us.
And yet he has a butter tin where his chows are kept, and the lid is slightly off, and he can't figure out how to open that. But he can open my door to my office wide open.
It's crazy.
Moo is a brat. Uh-oh. Oh! And Moo gets him again. Moo has it in for Steve the Gamble. Oh!
I don't know. Maybe I think I heard Steve the Gamble didn't give him enough belly rubs this morning.
But Lord knows he tries. He follows him into the bathroom. He follows him into the kitchen.
Uh-oh. Steve the Gamble. This is his first match since being buried alive. Or put in a casket. One of the two.
Kind of the same thing.
Because Because Gunhill's broken. And
Cletus Cutter. One, two. Oh no. Cletus the Bum is the new social media champion of the YTWF.
We're gonna have to go to the bum land to get that belt now.
The world is gonna change, folks.
Now, can we call it the Social Bum Championship now?
Perhaps. Depends on what the hashtags are from the people.
You know, some might say that match was a bummer.
It's a bummer. But here we have a contender match. Yes, another contender match with that belt. I mean, it happened. I mean, we just don't pay attention. But we got Justin Scars accompanying Michael Scars going against, and look at that, Rotten is the referee again?
I think Rotten might have a future as a referee.
I think it might be. Let's see, he's got that one. Wow.
He's trying to keep an eye on things, I think, because that's a guy that studies tape right there. You have to have a true love of the sport to be going out there 3 times at a flat rate.
Well, let's see if he's calls it down the middle. I don't know if he has a problem with minor, but I don't know if he has anything with one. He's probably going to be a neutral party in this.
I don't know if he's had any interactions with anybody, but I did see that he does like Moo. He gave Moo some treats a while back.
Yeah, I remember Gunhild was trying to have them have a match. What happened? And then Gunhild tried to attack Rotten. That didn't work out. Rotten saw it a mile away.
And now Rotten is basically trying to maybe he wants to be a referee someday. Maybe that's his dream.
Well, sometimes they go that way, although I think in the NXT, maybe, there's a referee, really nice looking lady, is going back to being a wrestler. But we have people busy tonight. One's busy,
A lot of people.
Rotten's busy.
A lot of people doing a lot of things.
Oh,
And
man,
I
keep
heard
people busy.
something about there's a rumor about a Hall of Fame inductee that might be coming sometime. Like, there's talks of somebody going into the Hall of Fame, maybe.
Well, we have Melissa Collier, lovely lady who recently passed, sadly. And she's a legend, because she did stuff that was revolutionary for the YTWF. And people have never seen happen in FBXW.
And
Then we have TG.
She was doing Intergender before Intergender came to the game.
Well, they had Intergender before, but it was very primitive. Then when it got better, you couldn't Intergender. But she managed to make it happen. And Rugged was involved in that. He was all involved in that.
I remember she had the TG belt for a while.
And of course, now they see each other, which is a beautiful thought.
That is nice that they get to see each other, but it is also bittersweet because I know that there was pain.
Well, now she's in a better place. We can all be happy, and she'll be immortalized. We're going to bring her up every time we think about greats. We talk about TG all the time, and we'll talk about her.
What is in that drink that the One is bringing? Because I know he must really like it because he smashes it on his head.
Yeah, he's riled up because of it.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I wonder if that's the liquid cocaine stuff the drink they used to have that got banned because it made people wild, or Four Loko.
I don't think you would do that. I think he's smarter than that.
Well, liquid cocaine was not the drug that you're thinking. It was like a sugar rush.
Well, maybe it's sugar.
They called it that because people would have a sugar rush and they would go crazy because their bodies would just be so hyperactive. And Four Loko just made people go crazy too because the alcohol content was so high.
I don't even know if he drinks alcohol.
We don't know.
He strikes me as a goody two-shoes kind of an individual, but here he's aggressive.
And I know this matchup is like the main event of the evening, and these fans are going to probably wonder what the heck is what they're going to do with the rest of their day. I mean, WrestleMania's over.
Well, WrestleMania was okay. It had some surprises. Some we kind of knew was going to happen because the problem with that company is that they advertise what's going to happen weeks in advance. We don't know what's going to happen in these matches. I mean, how would we? We don't know what's going to happen now.
Well, they did have a little thing in an excerpt that said the champion, Gunther, is going to defend the title at the next show against Seth Rollins. That's probably not going to happen.
No, not now.
And I know
that was to throw people off, though, eh?
What?
That was to throw people off.
Yes, and they say cards subject to change all the time.
Oh, they've been saying that for decades.
I know of a young rugged when he was going to SummerSlam and he saw in a newspaper that The Undertaker was taking on Yokozuna.
Oh, yes.
Title.
I saw that match. It was early 90s. Oh,
this wasn't the same match, though. This was a house show.
Yeah, this was a house show in Peterborough.
And everybody was kind of wondering. It was like, how is that match going to happen if he's not the champion anymore? But the card subject to change could have come into effect.
Yes.
But Undertaker did win the title, apparently.
Uh-oh.
Or the newspaper writer was on a lot of drugs because they said Lex Luger was Intercontinental Champion, Undertaker was the World Champion, and nobody said anything about it. I don't know.
The Tribal Chief is giving one a run for his money.
So are we going to now acknowledge him as a Tribal Chief?
I think I will because I don't know about his heritage, but where he comes from, I think it's an originally indigenous country.
Now I know there's a certain Grinch that he might. There's a certain Grinch that Scars might want to get his hands on.
Why would he want to get his hands on a Grinch?
Because the Grinch might have cost him his world title.
Possibly. I think I remember that.
But you see, Scars here fighting. He's fighting. He's pulling it. He's so crazy. He's pulling at his own hair. He's pulling his own hair out.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You talk about crazy. I mean, this guy is nuts. He'll rip out his own hair to not tap out.
We have to come up with a new
conversation there going on. Oh my goodness! And a cover.
One, two. Oh!
Can you believe that just happened?
Wait a minute. We have two Scars members now that have a title shot with the One. Are we going to do separate matches, or is this going to be a three-way match?
I think a triple threat would be crazy, but I mean the Scars family, they got a golden ticket.
This is not going to be good for the One. We're going to see something from him.
And Jason Scars, was that it?
Justin Scars.
Justin Scars. I mean, I don't know what was said, but whatever it was enough to cause this match to flip over.